All right. Awkward camel had an awkward delay. Fantastic. Happy hump day, everyone. We are back
Happy hump
this
day.
week. We have
Oh yeah.
moments of the magic. Welcome,
How,
sir.
welcome. How's it going? Ah, good
Oh,
times.
this was the fastest trip to Wednesday I've ever seen.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's somehow May the 4th being also on the 1st made
Oh,
it a uh, a time travel episode.
yes. And a lot of craziness going on. Yeah. Like a lot of streams going on right now, I guess.
So many. And everybody will be talking about exactly the same thing.
Yes.
And 90% of them will be complaining about how terrible the deals are this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of people don't know like all the sets that are going to be double points or something. And I guess there was like some miscommunication or something. And so I don't know. I'm looking forward to like ones that
Yeah. Which
you
one's
know.
that?
I'm gonna get the interceptor, the tie interceptor from last year.
Cool.
I'm like 1 year behind on the UCSs. So last year I got the X-wing, and now I'm gonna get the interceptor, and then maybe next year get the slave one. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, if you leave a delay there, you usually end up with a better deal in the long run, don't you?
yeah, yeah, pretty much. At least the two times XP should have waited for the stuff the X-wing to get the four
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. I don't, especially this year and last year, where there's been no discount, no bonus of any kind on the new releases.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people jump so fast. I mean, the GWP is great
Yes.
this year.
Yep.
I think is exceptionally good,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
Hmm.
But if say even if the GWP is worth $50 or something,
Yeah.
you could still wait like a week or a month
Hmm.
or something,
Yeah.
manufacture a discount and save enough money that buying the GWP on eBay would be cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. It really depends on just what they're gonna sell that GWP for, because I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna end up going for like 75 to 100,
Yeah,
just because of what it
it,
is.
it could.
You know.
I don't know. That just seems crazy.
I
Like,
I know, but just because of what it is, just because of the clone cadets. I mean, you look at the battle droid one, and
yeah,
that thing was crazy when it first started. Like people were going nuts for it, and then yeah, you can just buy battle droids right off of Whatnot for $1. It's like
yeah,
people are just trying to get rid of them, and
yeah,
yeah, and so yeah, people were complaining. Oh, I wanna get like 5 of these sets so I can make a you know make their army, and I'm just like, just get them on Whatnot,
yeah,
like so
yeah.
yeah,
Those guys are going to be stacking
yeah,
a bunch of them and splitting them up.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
$5 for 5 of them. Yeah,
yeah,
it's so.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see. And who knows if they're gonna put them in another set at some
Hmm.
point,
Yep,
or at least reuse the pieces in some other configuration to make them close enough.
exactly, exactly. Yep.
But I'm glad people are excited.
Oh yeah,
Good for them.
yeah, yep.
It's yeah. I don't know. I want Chopper. I'm gonna wait, and I'll get it for 25% off at Barnes and
Oh
Noble,
yeah,
and I'll be
definitely.
happy with that.
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
There's a lot of sets that'll go on sale,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the Kylo Ren shuttle. I think that'll hit a
so
50,
overpriced.
that'll hit a 50% discount. That's got it. Like Black Friday, it'll be deep discounted, I think.
Yeah,
So
that's just nuts. Yeah, see, deals are bad this year, but it's still at several orders. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, they are bad. I don't
yeah,
understand, but that's fine. They, they know how to make money,
Hmm.
and they understand making money better than I do.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. And I mean, it's the Star Wars community and the Lego community that, they're coming together and they love to complain. So,
yeah,
and it's a perfect storm. So happy May the 4th.
yeah, yeah. So I was listening to this podcast for a couple of years. I kind of, I don't know, lost time to watch it or listen. It was
Mhm.
Yes Have Some was the name of the podcast.
Okay.
It was a pop culture movie, like Ghostbusters centered
Yeah.
podcast. It was amusing. And they had a segment called Sad Comments. And they would go through the comments of uh, the new Mattel release or Hasbro or
Okay.
whatever. And they would scroll Instagram and clip out the sad comments and read them live.
Yeah.
I've started screenshotting comments from Lego Star Wars on
That's
Instagram,
awesome.
and I think I may do a similar segment at some point to
That would
just,
be great.
yeah, it just highlight the ridiculousness of it all because
Yep. Yeah.
it's a happy brand. It's a
Yeah.
positive product,
Yep.
and it's a children's toy that we as adults are playing with, right?
Hmm.
Or
Yep. Yep.
maybe you don't call it play, creating art
It-
with,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
let's find
It'll,
some joy.
exactly. I mean, you're just building it and displaying it. You're not gonna be playing with it. It's like,
Yeah,
so yeah. That's where when I hear people complaining, I'm like, yeah, but what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna fly it around the room? Are you gonna swish it around for like an hour or something? No. You're gonna build it. You're gonna put it on your shelf. It's gonna collect dust, and then you're gonna take it down, pull it apart, and make room for the next one. So it's
yeah.
like, why complain about it?
I do appreciate good swooshability though.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a big fan of that.
yeah,
Yeah, I love the dragons. The new Destiny's Bounty that's coming out looks awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
So
Ninjago line looks phenomenal. Um, it's all of the leaks. I don't know if you saw the new leaks or something,
yeah,
but yeah, they look fantastic.
yeah.
I just,
The new big green dragon.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's it's just crazy how, like, I mean, there's got to be a fan base for it, but how is it not as big as Star Wars or something? It's like it should be because the figures are
Yeah,
phenomenal. You
yeah,
know, so I just don't get why there's not so much fanfare behind it in the U.S. market. You know.
yeah. I love it. I enjoy the show.
Mhm.
Uh, Aaron and the newer shows irritates me a little bit. He's a little dramatic, but but I enjoy the show anyway. I
Okay.
enjoy the sets. I really enjoy the price point.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
they're the most reasonable of the true play sets.
Sure. Yeah.
It's creators better priced, but they're not really play.
Yeah.
They're building sets.
Yeah.
But Ninjago, they give you a bunch of minifigures for the price, and you can actually really play with them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I just wish to see, I want to see more mocks of that at like conventions and stuff instead of all the Star Wars stuff, you know.
Yeah,
And that's kind of where I'm falling back on when I'm trying to make a mock for, we have a convention that's going to be coming up, and I'm like, well, I guess everyone wants to see Star Wars, so
yeah,
let's make a Star Wars mock. So,
yeah.
uh,
Maybe you could pull some people out of the woodwork.
maybe we'll see.
Aim for something different.
Yeah, now I have to buy some sets. Don't tell my wife.
Oh, shh. Yeah. Uh, so thinking of mocks, did you see the new, what's it even called? It's a new Disney castle, but it's Rapunzel Jasmine and something, one of the other characters, I forget which one. And it's like their three houses combined into one castle.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah,
No, I have to take a look at that.
yeah,
Is it
that
on
popped
Bricklink
up.
or
I think I saw that through Lego Leak.
Lego League? Okay.
Uh, yeah, if I can look that up, might have been on there. As soon as I saw that, I thought of you, and then
Yeah.
I swiped it off my phone, and I never know how to find anything once I've swiped it off my phone. It's just as good as gone forever.
Yeah.
Where I saw that. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'll have to track that down and send it if
All
I can
right.
find it. But yeah, it was pretty great. And
Interesting.
the timing of that was great because it was just like this morning that I saw it. It's like, oh, perfect. He's going to be on
All right.
tonight. So how did
Yeah.
you how did you end up in the Disney and Lego worlds?
All right. So that's so my channel first started out as a Disney channel. Um, well, overall, I had a Facebook page, and it was my Disney photos. I do Disney like every day. I post a couple Disney photos,
Yeah,
and then I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to post videos from the park. When we're on vacation, I want to you know do some news related stuff. And for a couple of years, my wife and I were doing a show every Sunday night, and she with having our daughter, my daughter wanted to have my wife put her to bed every night, and Sunday nights, 9:30, I had to go down and wake my wife up from putting my daughter to bed, and she's just like, I can't do this anymore. So I just figured I would take, because they started coming out with the Disney sets like Steamboat Willie, and Disney Castles. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to bring Disney people into the Legoverse. So I'm I'm still trying to work that, trying to get those people over. It's hard. It's hard to get. That they have the sets, but they don't share the whole type of Lego love. They just like to
yeah,
display it. They don't like to have the whole thing behind it. But if you're in the park, they're all about it. They're all about, talking, doing live broadcasts from the park and being on those live shows. But overall, it's, yeah, the Lego thing, they haven't quite caught on to that yet. So we're trying. And that's what will bring me into when I get my Lego room done, start building the Disney World in the Lego room, trying to bring them into saying, "Hey, you could do this yourself at home. You can make your own Disney World." And when you're missing Disney World, when you're not in the parks, you can be like, "Hey, there's a little bit of Disney for you." So
that sounds great.
thanks.
So have you been a Lego fan forever, or is this a fairly new thing?
Well, so yes, I've been a fan of Lego a long time, but like all during my adult years, like for the last, like, say, 30 years, um, I, I didn't buy Lego because, my parents always said, Legos for kids. Um, you know, my wife is like, no, that's not for you. That's for my nephew. And I'm like, well, I want it. And they're like, no. So, and then COVID hit, and I'm like, I need something to do. So that's when I bought my got my first Lego set, which was Steamboat Willie, and it just kind of steamrolled from there. It was just you know, now half this room is filled with Lego. You just can't see it. So,
So you've learned all of the things that you do in the last 4 or 5 years.
well, the stuff that I do, because I'm also a photographer.
Okay.
So I do weddings, family photos, and all kinds of stuff. All of that. So I've had my photography equipment for 12 years. So I kind of know, like you know, the stuff behind, you know, with the stop motion stuff. I knew what to do. It was just fine tuning it. So like the first year that I was doing stop motion, it looks rough. Like it's really, really rough when you look back at my old videos. I just leave them there to show the growth that I've done over the years. Um, but now it building the sets, the sure it takes a long time to do. It just it's just easy for me, and I enjoy the process of doing the stop motion. It's fun. It's just a nice way to create for myself, and I get to know all the pieces and try to figure out, the different ways to create things. So it just seems like a better way to build for myself. And I know a lot of people like to do it as fast as possible. I like to take my time. So like a stop motion like the Home Alone house took me actually like a month to do. So
That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. So
Well,
yeah,
that house, what is it? It's 25 bags, if I remember right. It's an
yeah.
advent calendar.
An advent calendar. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a pretty chunky build to do for stop
Hmm.
motion.
Yeah. It was huge. But yeah, I mean, it was great, and it's definitely one of my top videos for stop motion. But I don't know. I just enjoy it. I love the process. So um,
Yeah. That's some real dedication.
yeah, yeah. And a month to doing a build when people are pumping out like sets left and right. That's why my backlog is so big. like I have so many sets back there that I like it's crazy. I just I gotta build. I gotta get to building. And
Yeah.
my wife just walks into the room and she stands in front of all the Lego boxes and she just shakes her head. She's
Yeah.
like, what is
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah. We do a fair amount on the Lego investing side of things. So when
Yeah,
boxes show up, it's a whole lot of one set. And
yeah,
then you get the eye roll and the shaking of the head. And I don't know which one of us that's coming from, but
yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. It's it's uh it's a fun hobby, but it's also like, whew.
yep, it takes up a lot of space, a
Yes.
lot of time,
Yeah.
and but we'll just ignore the financial side of things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We won't recognize that. That's
No.
fine. What's up, NP and Mr. General Trons? Hey guys, good to see you. So the the new thing I've been seeing you build are what are they called? The little rooms, habitats.
The habitats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd you start doing
Yeah.
that? Those are fun.
So I I just all of a sudden I just was like, I want to try to do something different. And I have a lot of parts just laying around, a lot of just pick a brick cups and stuff that I'm just finding all over the place. And I'm like, I got to start doing stuff with a lot of these parts. So I just was like, maybe I'll just start making habitats because people are kind of interested in them.
Yeah.
Um, so I just tried to get creative and trying to find new ways because uh, my goal is to create bigger displays like dioramas of different things, and so this is kind of like a little step into that journey to get into creating the bigger displays. trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And I think those little habitats, you know, because they're so small, but you're trying to put as much little details into them, it kind of helps you to become more creative. So,
And I think it was Spider-Man one I saw you do
mhm,
where you combined it was a habitat and it was also a stop motion.
yeah.
That was cool.
Thanks. Yeah, and yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, I had Doctor Strange in there. I kind of was doing a few of them like as shorts, but I'm trying to decide if I should make them into actually more long forms and then maybe break them into like the build part into a short type thing. I don't know. It's
I think I mean speaking for myself, I guess.
yeah,
I would enjoy seeing the process
yeah,
and then seeing the end result as well,
yeah.
like almost as separate things.
Okay,
Because I find the process of all of that really interesting.
okay,
Because it doesn't make any sense to me.
gotcha.
Like I build like in construction every day of my life,
Mhm,
and I just know what I'm building, so it's all autopilot.
sure,
But with Lego, I can't see a design from a pile of bricks.
gotcha.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay,
But watching like the things you do and mock builders and whatnot,
yeah,
I don't understand how it happens. So the
gotcha.
process is always so interesting to me.
Okay, nice. Yeah, okay, definitely.
And then of
Yeah,
course the end result is always fun.
yeah. Yeah, I put something out for The Witch, like a video for The Witch. I don't know if you saw that on the channel or not. A
I
lot of
don't
my
think
stuff doesn't
so.
show up. A lot of my stuff doesn't show up. I,
Yeah,
I
the
don't,
algorithms are awful. They're
oh,
so bad.
it it hates me. At some point, I'm just like, do I start a new channel just to just to get on that bandwagon,
Yeah.
or it's like, uh, I don't know.
Yeah. You don't show up in my YouTube feed unless
Mm.
I search Moments of the Magic Lego.
Oh, really?
Yep. If I don't include the word Lego, you don't show up.
Oh, wow.
And
Hmm.
I don't, I think 50% of the channels I'm subscribed to with notifications turned on,
Yeah,
I don't get notifications for.
really.
Yep.
Yeah, that algorithm is all messed up.
Yep. Yeah. It's brutal.
Yeah,
It's like, damn it, I'm never going to grow.
exactly. It's like, I don't want to do shorts the rest of my life.
Yeah. I don't want to do shorts once.
Oh, they're great if you're starting out your channel and you want the subscribers, but that's about it. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't. I just do them just because my stuff, like, basically my stuff is like 6 seconds long, you know, and so I put it out on the short because it's an easy hit for views. But if I were to throw them up on the as a long form, nobody would see it. So
Yeah.
and I'm horrible at thumbnails.
So they just they just updated the uh the thumbnail rule for YouTube.
Oh, really?
So I forget how you do it, but you can go into your short now and drag around a little slide to pick a very specific frame
Okay.
from your short to be used as the thumbnail for the short
Okay. Cool.
instead of it just giving you whatever it feels like.
Yeah.
So
Nice. All
maybe
right.
that helps.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's self-designed thumbnails, brutal, brutal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out Canva,
Oh,
and yeah, I'm not the artist by any means.
no.
So,
It's like I'm
Yeah,
too old for this.
yeah, yeah. It's I'm closer to 50 today than 40. So
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Mm,
I'm at 51.
yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. So you get it. You know,
yep,
it's
I get it. It
this stuff wasn't built for Gen X.
no, no, we're just punch and play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
That's all right. Ah,
Ah,
so the your Disney room, I guess. Your
mhm. Yeah.
Disney. So okay. So would this be a Disney World, a Disneyland, or just a Disney room and you kind of plug and play as you want?
So it's gonna be more Disney World, but
The
it's
better
gonna
one.
be it's gonna be my adaptation of it kind of thing because I know I'm not gonna be able to put everything into it.
Yep.
Um, just the space. It's just not gonna be there. But like I have a makeshift Seven Dwarfs mine train,
Cool.
like kind of made. I just have to get it so that it's powered up, and then I can build around it. I have it kind of made. I just need to build more tables and then get it in the right spot. And then yeah, so and I mean Main Street USA would be almost universal between the two kind of. Um, it's just yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of everything that I want to put in there and what I can't put in there because it's just there's just not enough room to put everything. Like I definitely want Pirates of the Caribbean because with the new Bricklink designer program, I got to get the Tortuga Tavern. You know that's coming
Yep.
out. Oh, that thing looks so sweet. So I'm getting that for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna have to build a Pirates of the Caribbean. Um, so the Jungle Cruise might have to get cut down. So it just kind of depends on. But yeah, it's gonna be a big Disney Worldish type. And then what the other goal is to make a underneath like a table underneath it and then kind of have like an Epcot underneath it so that and then
Cool.
have that all lit up even if it's just like World Showcase. um it's like all the different lands and then just get those all lit up. So yeah, that's the goal.
That sounds amazing.
Thanks. Now if I can do it, that's the only thing. It's yeah, funds. it's
Yep.
it's the money of Lego. So but
What
yeah,
is your preferred light brand?
so Game of Bricks is my preferred light brand.
Game of Bricks. Okay.
Yep, I have an affiliate with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. It was really cool. And they've been very supportive of me through the journey. And um, you know, I just kind of push them in like a lot of different videos and stuff, and go over tutorials on how to light up different things, how to use the lights and stuff that they use. And yeah, I mean they're really good. I've never had any kind of issues with them at all. Um, so yeah, they're
Do you want to share that link?
sure. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. But yeah, they do try to put out um a lot of new sets. They just it might take like a couple like a week or two before they actually put something out for the set. So let's see. Here we go. Do, 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 do. Oh, let's see. Aha, there we go. like, I'm like, what's going on
Hiding
here?
from you.
Yeah. All right. Um,
It's their way of saying, we want you to talk about us, but we don't
yeah.
want you to make any money off us.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. It's is it hiding it? I don't know if it's on there or not.
No, I don't see it.
No,
It didn't show up. All right.
no.
Do you
It's all right.
where do you want to put it in private chat? I'll see if I
Yeah,
can
I
add it
can do
in.
that. Yeah. So with this link, you can get 25% off of the purchase of the light kits.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, yeah. I talked to them because originally it was 10% or 15%, and I was just like, hey, can I get more of a discount for my community? And they're like, yeah, sure, we can do that. It was like, so yeah, so 25% off. And yeah, they do have some really good light kits. So if you guys are interested in it, I would definitely try it out. They have, if you're not familiar with light kits, they have a beginner light kit, um, so that you can try it out and see how everything works. You get a USB cord, a couple lights, a connector, and yeah, a couple different things. But
Sounds fantastic.
I love light kits. they're they're just amazing. I don't know if you've used them.
No, I haven't.
No, oh, they're fantastic. I just like to turn the lights off and just see all the sets just glow, especially like Christmas time. My Christmas village is just lit up, so it's cool. It's cool to
Yeah,
see it.
it's awesome. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have this problem here where the girls love to just shut off every light in the house,
Oh yeah.
and they'll have dance parties. They'll do all kinds of crazy things with the lights completely out,
Really?
and they love. I don't really want to call it mood lighting, but like
Mm.
just the odd flashlight or something blinking or whatever.
Sure.
If
Yep.
if we had light kits and Lego sets,
Yeah.
I'd spend half my damn life just turning them on in the middle of the day as they shut the lights off.
Yep.
Maybe
There's
someday down the road.
maybe. Yep. You got to get the glow sticks.
Yeah, yeah. So my wife came up with this awesome idea for Halloween, not Halloween,
Hmm.
the other one, Easter.
Okay.
She put glow in the dark paint on the Easter eggs
Oh,
and
really?
put glow sticks inside of them and hid them at night so they could do
Oh,
their Easter
wow.
egg hunt at night. Fantastic. The kids had a
That's
blast.
cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a good
We'll
one.
have we'll have to do that next year. That's really
Yep. And
cool.
cheap too, because they have the tiny little mini glow
Yeah.
sticks. Do you know how to pin a comment on YouTube?
You have to go into the studio.
In the studio. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you go into when you bring up YouTube and you hit create,
Yep.
and then it says go live, it'll bring up the studio, and then you should be able to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was logged into the wrong account.
Ah.
Real smart guy over here. Telling you. All right.
Hey.
Yeah, if I'm on my personal account and I comment on any of the live streams, nobody knows who the hell I am. So it's like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't really expect
Yeah.
anyone to know who I am, but some kind of frame of
Sure.
reference is nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, there we go. That link is pinned in there now.
Cool.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's a fantastic deal. I'll have
Yeah.
to check that out. I
Yeah.
can always get them while the money's there and put them in the back burners.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's just like one kit to start out, and but once you do it, you start getting addicted. Just like all things Lego.
Yeah, I would love to put some lights in the Mystery Mansion.
Oh
That'd
yeah,
be really cool.
yeah, that'd be. I'd have. You probably would have to do a custom one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
I think I could. I think I could handle that.
yeah.
I love that set so much.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like a piece of the childhood. Gotta have some
yeah.
Scooby in the house.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yeah,
Or that.
yeah. I don't even have any of the minifigures. Well,
Oh
I take
really?
that back. I have some in the house. They're all on Bricklink.
Oh okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I.
the whole way to pay for the set is to sell the minifigures.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know. I can't get attached to minifigures.
Oh really?
Yeah, that they don't mean enough to me.
Okay.
But the sets are so good
Yeah.
that it's easier to justify buying a set if you can get rid of half of the expense and make somebody else
Sure.
happy in the process.
Yeah. I get you. Now I got minifigures all over the place.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I got to get rid of some of them. That's how many. I just it's crazy how many minifigures I got. Um. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to unload some of these.
Now, with
Uh.
with the Disney sets, you must have
Yeah.
an abundance of mini dolls too, right?
Yes. We do, and also, I mean, we also have friend sets too. Like I was started to make my daughter a friends village. So there's like 8 sets that I got, and each one came with like 2 dolls. So yeah, we have a bunch of the dolls, the mini dolls. They're they're really not as good though. Like the hair keeps falling off of all the figures, and it just frustrates her like crazy. Like she's like, "Why does hair keep falling off?" I'm like, "Ah." I'm like, "You want me to glue it?"
Yeah. You don't get that same clutch power out of the rubber, right?
No, nope, not at all. And
They're oddly designed too, because when you
mhm,
go to actually put them on the mini doll's head,
yeah,
the hole in the top isn't where you expect it to be.
no,
Like you always have to shuffle it back further.
yep, yeah, it's back and at like at an angle, so it's
Yeah.
like almost like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just yelling at the mini, tilt your head back.
Yeah,
Work with me.
exactly.
Yeah. It's just like brushing a daughter's hair. It's like,
Yeah,
would you just hold still?
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we have tons of dolls, and her village is kind of destroyed because she kind of got into Jurassic Park a little bit and kind of had the dinosaurs going through the village. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. That's what it's for, though, right?
yeah, exactly. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The dinosaurs were eating the chickens and stuff. So
That's fun.
yep.
What do you think of the new Jurassic World sets that are coming? You seen any
I
of
mean,
those?
I've seen a couple of them. I mean, they look like just like the normal Jurassic Park sets. I mean, I like Scarlett Johansson, so I'm happy she's
Yes.
getting another figure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think you know they're especially once they retire, it's crazy how they skyrocket those dinosaurs. Like it's amazing. Um, I just I wish I could have gotten more of the older dinosaurs, the Endoraptor, um, you know, things like that. But or and what is it? The white one, the white.
That's the Indominus. Is that the
Yeah,
one?
Indominus. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like just crazy the price they that that these dinosaurs are worth. They're worth more than the sets were when they came out. So
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I
But
think that it's like part of being a guy or a boy or whatever.
Hmm.
That little like 6 or 8 year old part of you that loves dinosaurs as a kid never goes away.
Yeah.
There's no shaking it.
No. 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 Dinosaurs are always. I mean, and we watch the movies. We'd love to see the dinosaurs coming, and I just I can't get my daughter to watch it yet.
No.
No,
Uh,
she
so she may be a little young for it, but did you try
yeah,
Camp Cretaceous?
not yet. No,
Okay.
no.
It's still a
Uh,
little violent,
is it?
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Every kid's different. Maybe she'd be
Hmm.
all right with it, maybe not.
Yeah. See, she's got this thing where if somebody, if there's some kind of conflict, she wants me to shut the video off. Like if
Okay.
somebody's like getting upset with each other, she's like, nope, done. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that's why she watches Minecraft because it's like
Yeah.
it's just Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane over here because we have the conflict issue with live action,
Okay.
but with animated things, um, Nights at Freddy, Poppy's Playground, Playhouse, I don't know, it's some big blue
Okay.
monster thing.
Yeah.
Like all of these super like violent, vicious, like horror games or whatever they are. She loves them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Can't handle it with live action,
Yeah,
but with animated stuff, she's all about it.
that's crazy.
Yeah. First stop at Walmart is the book aisle to read Five Nights at Freddy's books.
Oh,
She'll just
wow.
sit down in the aisle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They're too scary to bring home, but she'll read
Yeah.
them at Walmart.
Interesting.
Yeah. 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 Kids are awesome.
Yeah.
So, how often do you go to Disney? If you've taken a
So
million pictures there.
so when when we went there, we used to be annual pass holders,
Okay.
and when we were annual pass holders, we would go at least twice a year.
Okay.
But 3 years ago, we kind of stopped going. And then they just started increasing the prices. So it's been 3 years since we've been there. And that's why I didn't. So like every year, I kind of put out a calendar for Disney photos. Last year, I didn't do that because I didn't have new pictures. So I was just like, yeah, I can't really justify it. So we're gonna try to go in November this year. So it's just they just raised the price so much. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like it used to cost us $5,000 to go for 12 nights, and now it's double that. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like you just can't justify it. It's
Yeah.
um, but yeah, we used to go all the time. Like we know I know every inch of the park. I could get you from one ride to the other. I can show you every single bathroom. And my wife, she can't find her way around. she she needs the paper map and she still can't find her way around. So I'm your map. So so yeah, if you ever need somebody to show you around Disney, I'm your guy.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eventually, we'll take the trip. We haven't taken the
yeah,
kids yet because, well, basically that. I mean, you
yeah,
go down, you take the whole family.
hmm,
It's 10 grand and time off from work and everything else.
yeah, yeah.
It's hard.
And it was great. My daughter was under 3 because when you have your baby, it's free before 3. So
Cool.
yeah, so they don't really eat, regular food. So they have all these baby care stations all over the place that you can go there. You can give them bottle, you can heat up food. They have microwaves, they have diaper changing areas. So it is great, for those people who want to go and they have a newborn. And I tell those people go, because it, as much as people are going to yell at you and say they're not going to remember it, it's not about them. It's about you and those memories. So that's so yeah. So that was the break that we had when yeah, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, because she was basically free to go down there.
Yeah. Yeah. And, it's depending on the size of your kid, maybe you can stretch it for an extra year or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my daughter. She's
Yeah.
too tall. uh, I don't know where she got it from, but she's tall.
Is she interested in Lego enough to bring her to a convention? Have you done that?
We took her to Brickfest Live. Um, and no, it's not really a convention, but it's
Mhm.
it's a stepping stone into that. And she probably got like an hour and a half into it and then was done with it.
Yeah.
So I don't think she would want to do the whole 8 hours that I would want to do. It would just be a go in, look around, and then, you know, oh, what else is there to do type thing.
Yeah.
And my wife has already told me that, she's not gonna she's not gonna go. She's like, I'm gonna go shopping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
So is there a
So
convention in the plans for you? Like a travel convention?
um I'm hoping eventually in like a year or two. I'm gonna try. So there's a Nickel City Comic Con, which is in this area here, and I'm gonna try to go to that a couple days, because our lug is actually doing like a like they're supposed to be having a display there, so I'm gonna go there and help man the table and do stuff. And then I think there was a couple other shows that they were going to display at, so I have to try to figure out with them which ones. But I can't really go too far away from home. Yeah, daughters, daughters,
Yeah.
a daddy's girl. So
Uh,
yeah,
gotcha.
it's like yeah, she's like stuck to me like glue.
It's a good problem, though.
It is, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Another 10 years from now, and you'll be wishing for it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already dreading that day.
Yeah. Same. Same.
You know, uh, like no. Just thinking of
Yep.
proms and stuff. I'm like, no,
Oh. Oh. Yeah. That's
no.
that.
Yeah,
That's so far away.
it is. But it's
Yeah.
but it's gonna come like that. It's
Yep.
like 8 years, 7 years, 8 years just flew by. You know,
Yeah.
it's just crazy, crazy to think about stuff like that.
Yeah. I try not to.
No,
I feel like that's the safest thing.
yeah,
We'll just stick to pretend play and, piggyback
yeah,
rides. And
exactly. Yep, yep,
we'll go with
yep,
that for now.
yeah. Teaching how to swim.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on the, 3 days of the year that it's appropriate swimming weather.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with the weather. It's been weird this year.
it has. It has been like it was kind of warm today, but the next 3 days for us is going to be rain.
Ugh.
Yeah. So we're yeah. I don't know. I maybe next couple weeks, hopefully. I got to get out to get some family photos for myself for for our family. I take we try every year to take a picture and the last 4 have been failures.
Oh no.
So my daughter has this thing when I have my camera, she likes to look at the photos on the back all the time. So whenever I take a picture, she wants to see the photo on the back of it. And I'm like, no, you have to stay here. You have to stay in front of the camera. So, and I have the remote shutter, so I hit it, and then she runs. She wants to see the picture on the back. I'm like, all right, we're done. This isn't gonna work.
Wonder,
So yeah.
is there any kind of mirroring device for that?
Well, I can,
So,
yeah, like I could flip it out like this. So like when I
hmm,
take the picture, she could see that. The only issue is, just trying to get her to stay still for a couple seconds.
yeah,
7-year-olds,
mm,
they don't like it's just on.
yeah,
Once they wake up, it's just on.
yeah, yeah. Tell them to smile, and they smile in the
Yeah,
wrong direction, or they make
yeah.
a face, or yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, she doesn't like to look at the camera. Like she's always like looking off to the side. And I'm like, no, you have to look at the camera.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Prompting and
Yeah.
bribing, all the good
Hmm.
stuff.
Yeah. Nah, I'll buy you a Lego set.
Yeah, yep.
She's into these stuffed animals now. These Meows. I don't know if you've
Oh
heard of
no,
it.
I haven't heard of those yet.
No, so it's a Minecraft a YouTuber. Her name's Afmao, and she has this whole line of stuffed animal cats. And of course, they're blind boxes and blind bags.
Oh no.
So I'm like, should I just buy the giant box of them, and that way she has them all, and I don't have to worry about it. Um, but these things like, so it's a bag inside of a bag. So you think Lego is tough with their blind boxes? Like these are
Yeah,
like yeah, no. So yeah, I'm just probably gonna buy a box.
yeah. Just ration them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, congratulations. You graduated to 2nd grade.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sitting next to a whole bin of LOL dolls, and
Oh
same kind of
gosh.
situation. You know,
Oh.
and they're terrible because we also have a
Mhm.
3-year-old. So
Oh.
we have all these tiny little pieces all over the place.
Yep.
And my 3-year-old has been great. I mean, and she's had full access to Lego her whole life
Sure.
and never puts it in her mouth. No issues with that. Same
Okay.
with the LOL stuff.
Yeah.
But they're still crawling and walking around barefoot.
Yep.
And yeah, the LOL pieces are more dangerous than Lego barefoot. I swear.
Are they?
They're brutal.
Jeez. I
So,
Yeah, we're lucky she never got into the LOL. But she is into Barbie. So like
oh yeah.
I get the little tiny pieces, like they have toothbrushes. Like
Yeah.
what do they need toothbrushes for?
Yeah. They can't even open their mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's, I don't understand. And somehow the Barbies always end up dismantled.
oh really?
Oh yeah, it's well,
Uh,
thankfully my
yeah.
girls never got into Barbie, but I have a
Okay.
niece who is almost my oldest daughter. She's
Okay.
my my wife was her nanny for forever, so
Okay.
she's been around a lot. And she did what's the evil Barbie called? Monster High. She was into
Okay.
those things, which are
Gotcha.
just they're horror Barbies, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you would find those things just missing an arm or missing a leg, and
Oh
they're completely
really?
stripped naked, and the wrong doll's head stuck to them. It's like, why? Just
Yeah.
play with them. Play house.
Yep.
Put them in chairs. Do all the things. No.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I hear you. Uh, That's that's how I feel. My nephew gave me all of his Lego from,
Nice.
yeah. Well, I said that's what I said when I first got him. So I started going through them and trying to break out all the minifigures. And literally every single minifigure, all the arms are wrong, all the legs are wrong, all the heads are
Oh,
wrong. I'm like, and then he like took marker to a
oh,
whole bunch of them. I'm like, what did you do? So yeah,
oh,
so I know the feeling.
yeah. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of bulk lots, and the condition of the minifigures is
Mhm.
always something. You'll
Yeah.
you'll get glue, and you'll find 10 minifigures in a row where the forearms are cracked. And
Uh-huh. Yeah.
there's some off-brand head stuck to them. Some of those off-brands are weird. Like the
They
heads are
are.
so misshapen,
Yeah.
odd colors.
Um, I had a clone trooper that I think had a wrong head somewhere. But it looked like the Captain Rex head, but I know it's wrong. Like
Yeah.
it's got like the like it's like a three three area with
Okay.
three holes in them type thing.
Right.
So I don't know, some kind of off-brand something.
And
It's weird.
I hate that because now
Mhm.
I'm starting to learn about, custom minifigures and what that community looks like, and that some of
Yeah,
those are really collectible and expensive. I've thrown away so many that were in great shape, but
yeah,
not Lego branded because I didn't know any better.
sure.
Now I'm like, oh my God, what did I throw away? I don't even know. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm afraid to throw anything away.
yeah, yeah,
Now, are you gonna get into like the Mattel too when it's
I don't think I can.
no?
And it's not because I'm a purist by any means,
Sure.
but I do sell on Bricklink.
Okay.
And if I get those pieces mixed in,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
deal with the hell of the complaints and
Oh
whatever
yeah.
else.
Yep.
Especially now that Lego owns Bricklink.
Yeah.
Go ahead and sell a Mattel product on there and see how that flies. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I don't want that. Although, it's Mattel owns Masters of the Universe.
Mm,
So if they put out a good quality Castle Grayskull,
yeah.
yeah, I'll get sucked into that.
You get
I
in
don't
that.
think there'll be any
Yeah.
saying no. The Mega
Gotcha.
Constructs one, I wasn't crazy about,
Okay.
but if they do it, if they do it good enough, I could see
Yeah.
myself spending the money.
It'll be interesting to see what they do, what they come out with. Uh,
They own some great IP.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. We were looking into that and we were just like, wow. Like, I mean, they have Barbie, they have Hot Wheels. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they do with the Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
If it's gonna look like Lego Speed Champs. Um, but the WWE, what are they gonna?
Oh.
What, yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
so we'll see.
Oh, if they make big figs of the wrestlers,
Yeah,
that would be incredible. Yeah,
yeah,
that could be cool.
yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, and if I'm not mistaken, they didn't like Barbie, G.I. Joe, whatnot. They
mhm,
don't just have the rights to those. I think they just full on own those brands, don't they?
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe
So
so.
they can keep the prices low because
Yeah,
they're not buying that.
yeah,
I don't know. That could get interesting.
yeah. It's gonna be a fun few months to see what they come out with, and
Yeah.
there's gonna be haters, but
Yeah. I mean, with all of the increases in Lego pricing, you see a lot of people moving
yeah,
over to Funhole and
yep,
checking out other brands. Funhole makes a great product.
Oh
from
yeah.
what I've seen.
Yep.
I haven't built it myself, but
Sure.
the price points are awesome. They come with the light kits.
Hmm.
Pretty good.
Yeah. J Bob, one of the guys on my show, he bought
Yep.
like almost every single set
Really?
from Fun. Yeah. He's hooked on Funhole. Um, and I know from Anna's World of Bricks.
Hmm.
She's got a bunch of Funhole sets too. Yeah, it's crazy how many people are just taken, to Funhole just because of how much cheaper it is,
Yep.
and the quality is still there, you know. So it's
Yep. And they do some things that Lego just won't, right?
yes, yeah, like printing on like you don't see any stickers. I think there was one set that had stickers, and that was it. But other than that, it's printing on every single one. So hopefully Mattel will do the same thing.
Yeah, I just Lego's gonna have to make some adjustments. You would
Yeah,
figure.
yeah.
They're just an absolute behemoth,
Hmm.
but that doesn't mean that they're invincible, right?
No, no, exactly.
And with all the price increases,
Hmm.
step your game up a little bit, I would think.
Yeah, yep. They definitely have to. It's gonna come to a point where people are gonna not be so, pure on the Lego product and start venturing out. Just, I mean, it's the market right now as it is. Our market's so volatile with, you know, people are, trying to find ways to save money. So it's like, yeah, if you can find a cheaper, better product or as good product, then you're gonna go to it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's Lego continues to push out more and more product
Hmm.
and keep it out there for the same amount of time as usual.
Yeah, yeah,
So they're shrinking boxes to make more room on the shelf
yeah.
instead of retiring things earlier or putting more online only.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Like
yeah. That's what I was talking to the manager of the Lego store. I'm like, where are you guys gonna put all this stuff? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't have the room space for all these sets that are coming out. So
yeah, yeah, I think it was um it might have been Sean the right way talking about
mhm.
the Ewing, how the box is so small
Yeah.
and it just making it look like, well, I guess people's complaint is that the ship is small anyway, but the box makes it look so much smaller. And
Yeah.
the whole purpose there being just to maximize shelf space. And they're doing that with a lot of sets.
Yeah. I mean, that's good because I mean, it's like when you open up the box, it's like opening up a bag of potato chips, Most of
Yeah.
the bag is filled with air, so it's like it's kind of a waste. So it's yeah,
Yeah.
it's better to have that space than a box that you're just gonna throw away.
Yeah.
At least I
And
throw them away.
yeah. Yeah. Same. And it's not like the box art now is as good as it was 10, 15,
No.
20 years ago. The box
Mhm.
art's fairly bad.
Yeah.
Like, they just completely dial it in these days. So
Yeah.
you're not risking ripping apart a piece of art. Oh man, that's funny. You waved your wand, and here he is.
Yeah.
Welcome,
It's
welcome.
about time. Bless
Ah,
it.
that's funny. Oh, I love when things like that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually my inspiration for bringing back the camel at the beginning of the
Oh
show.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
J
don't.
Bob J Bob was probably watching Brick what is it? Oh,
So,
Brick Love. Brick Love on Whatnot.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, can you explain Brick Love to me? Because I see that name pop up a
Sure.
lot, and it seems to just be people buying custom prints of their own name on them. What does Brick
Well,
Love do?
so Brick Love is a custom. So he makes custom minifigures and custom um, like little like tiles and stuff like that. Let me see if I have. I'm trying to find a good figure that I have of his. Where do I not have? Well, so he made a bunch of these like Darth Revans right
Okay.
here, which you don't really see, Lego doing. He makes a lot of custom clone troopers. Um, he made a whole bunch of Batmans, a whole bunch of Deadpools, and just like all different kinds of stuff. And then, yeah, so, and then on Whatnot, he goes on, he sells these figures. Like he's almost on there almost every day selling his figures. He makes, and they're very, so he makes some like that are like only like 25, you know, different, like, so he'll print only 25 of these and
Wow.
that's it. So that it keeps the price of it higher, so he's not printing like 1,000 of them. And then he'll change the variation of it, like make it gold or something, or but yeah, I mean he makes some pretty good custom minifigures. I just can't find some of the clone troopers that I have. Hmm, I had a couple of them. But yeah, no, he does a good job. He's a good guy. He's at a lot of conventions, especially with where J Bob is, out in the Washington area. He was at Brick Slopes, I want to say.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just a custom creator and whatnot.
Okay. It's every time I see the name, it's somebody like one of the bigger names, Emmasaurus or something. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
get a package from Brick Love, and it's 500 of my name on a tile. It's
Oh, really?
like okay, well,
Yeah,
good for you.
yeah. He can he can make those custom prints. He like you can if he has the time, he can you can source it out to him, and then he can like put your logo on a tile or on a 1x8. So like if you want to either sell them or if you want to give them away at conventions, he could do something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was looking into the 1x8s for Brick World coming up.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I'll throw a couple of bucks at that before I go. We'll see.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to give you pricing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
send us fill out this form. It's like, no, no, no. I want to know now, or I'm
Yeah.
moving on. I just,
Exactly. Yep.
it's so
Yep.
frustrating.
It's like the price should be the same no matter what. Like
Yeah,
like if I mean, granted, I can understand if you're doing like 10, 50, 100, there might be different pricing in that,
yeah, sure.
but it's the same pricing per person. Um, that's kind of why I want to get a UV printer, because I just want to do it myself. I don't want to go out to somebody else and be like, I mean, there's a good one that is on a Kickstarter right now. I'm trying to talk my wife into letting me get it.
Are those things huge money?
Well, it depends on what you get. So the one that is on the Kickstarter right now is around like $2,000, but
Okay.
the ones that Bricklove does is about like $20,000.
Woo! Spicy
Yeah,
money. Okay.
yeah. So, and I mean, of course, my wife is like, she wants to see, what they can, what you're going to get back in return. I'm like, well, you don't know what you're going to get back until you actually start making stuff. And
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's a
see.
tough one.
Yeah,
Two grand
yeah,
seems reasonable though,
it does.
because you can make that back fairly quickly once you
E-
work out the kinks, figure out what you're doing.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. And I mean, it comes with its own like um, programming. So like you can just take like certain images and you can tweak the images and you can adjust it to your own to what you want it what you want it to be and then just print it out. So it seems like it's a really good deal, you know. I would love to create some stuff. I got some ideas. I got some ideas, but um yeah, hopefully. Hopefully.
I was I was thinking about a 3D printer at one point because those are
Hmm.
fairly inexpensive.
Yes. Yep.
Well, they're
Um
much better now anyway.
yeah. So J Bob, I don't know if you know, he does 3D printing.
Oh,
He has his another channel for his 3D printing, and he uses the Bamboo Lab 3D printer, and that looks like it's like one of the best, the Bamboo Labs.
cool. What's the
Uh,
name of that? His channel?
his channel
That
is J
3D
Bob
channel?
Create. It's J Bob Creates Madness.
See, Bob creates madness. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, I just definitely typed that all out like it was one word. All right, let's try that again.
J Bob, I'm talking about you again.
J Bob creates madness. All right,
Yep.
subscribe.
All
Go
right.
back and check that out soon.
Yeah, he's been just doing some like live streams of his printing and stuff, and keep telling him he's got to start making some like of those mini like those because they make those larger minifigures. Said if
Yep.
you make like the half ones, I'm like those would be crazy. You'd be killing it. and then
Did
and then
you
just do
see
video.
the? Did you see the baby astronaut
Oh,
GWP
yes,
that's coming?
yes, yep.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. Um,
Uh,
what is it?
it's
The middle of the week or the middle of the month is that coming out?
yeah. I think May 15th is what I
Okay,
was seeing.
I'll have to.
So that'll give the non-Star Wars fans a chance to
Yeah,
have some fun too.
yeah, I'll have to find something else to buy.
Yeah. So I wonder how that's going to work because that if that comes May 15th
Hmm.
and the next major round of new releases is June 1st and Children's Day is the middle of June, which you got to figure
Mm,
that's when the teddy bear will come out.
yeah,
What's the GWP for the beginning of June?
I don't know because they really. I mean, have they been doing decent GWPs? You know, I wonder if it'll be like
Hmm.
another coral thing, like you know how they had the coral
Yeah,
reef.
that's a good point. They could either bring that back or put the third one out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Hmm. I don't even care for those.
yeah.
I mean, they're nice enough for what they are,
Hmm.
but I feel like you could part the whole thing together
Yes.
and
Yep.
be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Like those VIP polybag things that they gave us. Like,
I actually really enjoyed those.
yeah. Yep.
They were a great price point and
Hmm.
the parts were great. It was just a
Yes.
great parts pack.
Yep.
That was fun.
I mean, the one's got 3 pigs in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, here you, yeah, I just gave them to my daughter, and she was like super excited to get pigs, and I'm like, cool. Now I got all these parts, and yeah, they're definitely a great little poly bag, and I wish that they would do some more of those. Get
Yeah.
some trans clear pieces.
What was it called? The spooky something VIP, the Halloween one that they did.
Mhm. Yep.
We ended up with a ton of those,
Oh yeah.
and we were selling them on Amazon for $18 a piece.
Oh wow.
I didn't realize they were that good. We kept, I think we kept one or two. We pulled the jack o' lanterns out of them
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that was cool, but we didn't really need anything else there,
Hey,
so we sold all the extra ones. It was
that's
good money.
awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's fantastic. If you can get your money back, right?
Yeah, I mean it takes a big chunk off the bill for
Yep.
sure. Yeah, those were fun. Yeah, easy GWPs. There aren't any easy ones anymore unless you
No.
want like the very random friends or city
Yep.
poly bags. And you can't get those by buying like an IP. You
Yeah.
can only get them when you buy city friends,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're buying expensive things. Give us the free thing, please.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the new city train, did you see that one yet?
Uh, I saw. Well, no, that wasn't the train. What was that? I saw a sketch of like a tow truck or something
Oh
pop
really?
up. Yeah,
There
that thing looked cool.
so there's a new power train that's coming out
Oh,
that's gonna
powered.
come. Yeah, it's gonna come with the joystick and all that. It's gonna be it's got like a plow on the front of it.
Nice.
So it'll be really cool to put in the Winter Village if you have a
Yeah.
Winter Village. But I probably would want to change the colors of it because it's city orange, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So change it to red and green and
Yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. The orange is that's a little much.
Yeah. I'm like, why do they do that? Like, why do they put everything city orange? It's like,
That they wanted to set it up in such a way that it clashes with everything else that you
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Well, you would think that they would want to tone that down a bit so it would fit in your actual city where you're putting
mhm,
your, several $100 modulars in.
yes, yep. Like, like the what is it? The current one, the speed rail. That's the green, the fluorescent
Yeah,
green.
yeah, yeah. I,
Yeah.
I can't imagine spending, $30,000 on a Lego
Mm,
city, and
yeah.
which that number's probably low after seeing what
Probably.
some people have done.
Yep. Yep.
And then you just put this hideous train in it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
the Bricklink ones, I don't know if those things are phenomenal.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I think you can motorize them too. So
Cool.
yeah, we're trying to. I know J Bob and Brian both got one of the trains. So
Yeah. I want the Bricklink program to start putting out scarier things.
yeah,
That's what I want.
yes,
And I don't think it's happened yet. You know,
no, no. They're too many people are picking the castle stuff.
yeah.
Like the castle stuff seems to be like blowing it out of the water. And I think this next wave 7, kind of deviated a little bit from that. But I don't know. I can't wait to see what wave 8 is going to look like. Because they just did the where you could put in for your designs for wave 8. So
Yeah.
it'll be nice to see what everybody's come out with. So
Yeah. I want one of the haunted houses or the Dracula builds or something like
mm,
that.
that Transylvania one that's coming out,
Yes.
that thing
Oh,
is
wait. Is
phenomenal.
that actually happening?
Yeah, that Transylvania one, the red one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
didn't
coming.
realize that happened.
Yeah, that's so June 10th is when you can pre-order that.
Oh, man.
And that thing is gonna be, let's see, J Bob got the price on that one?
That's got to be 350 or so, I would imagine.
Yeah,
That
it
that
was.
was big.
Yeah, 350.
Ugh, damn. Oh, that's bad timing because that's right around Brick World. I That's a
Oh, is
bad
it?
time to spend money.
Well, you can, so you can pre-order it. So you can put in for it and then they'll refund you the money until they ship it, and then that's when they'll charge you the money.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah,
So you can lock it in and then panic cancel later if you need to.
exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
My wife loves Bricklink because of that. She's like, why is there a charge and then a refund? She's like, is there fraud on my account? I'm like, no, there's no fraud.
Oh, there's no fraud, just mistakes were made.
Yeah. The one time, the first wave that came out, I like was rushing to put the order in for well, it was one of the Western sets. And I didn't realize, like, J Bob sent me the link, so I just copied the link and I went right to the link. Well, it auto-populated that I wanted two. And
Oh no.
I didn't realize it until after I hit like complete. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
I got two. Oh no. So
oh no.
yeah. So I mean I can always sell one at, make my money back at a later
Yeah.
date at some point. But yeah, she's like, oh, you just happened to get two. I'm like, honestly, it was a mistake. I didn't I didn't mean to hit two.
Yeah. If I wanted to spend the money, I would have just bought something else as well.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Now, in the early series, those were
mhm.
much smaller quantities too, right?
Yeah, those were only like 10,000.
Okay.
So the aftermarket was definitely a lot higher
Yeah.
for those sets, but yeah, and right now it's what, 30,000
Yeah, I
for
believe
the
so.
yeah. But so yeah, it used to be 10,000. And I never got a Bricklink set before they started. They just did that changeover, and I mean honestly, there's so many waves. Like I'd be happy if there were only 3 waves a year instead of the 4 waves. It's just too much.
Yeah, I wish there was a way, and maybe this is possible and I just haven't seen it. Once the initial sets sell out,
Mhm.
you should be able to just put in the set number and have it autofill a wanted list in Bricklink.
Um,
So you can just buy it.
yeah, I I don't know if there is or not.
Yeah, that should be a thing.
It should be. Let's.
That would make a lot of stores a lot of money too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely. Um, the it would definitely be more money to piece it out, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, it would definitely would be. I mean, it would be cool to be able to do something like that instead of trying to track down, because I mean they automatically double in price the day after the set is released.
Yeah.
So it's like you might as well just part it out.
Yeah. If you wait a little while,
Mhm.
like I don't know what exactly the window is, 6, 8 months or so, some of those prices do start coming back as
Do they?
resellers start realizing that they had overpriced them right out of the gate.
Yeah,
And like, oh, well, this isn't selling. I had
yeah,
too high of expectations, you know.
yeah.
So that does happen. And, for some guys, if you want one of these sets, and I don't know, say one of the smaller ones or 1,500 pieces or something, you might have 800 to 1,000 of those pieces already in your house.
Yeah,
So you're only really ordering maybe a third of the set.
yeah.
It's not so awful.
No,
Now, whether
no.
you could locate those pieces is a whole different story.
Yes. Huh. They're on that builder website. All the
Oh, okay.
all the instructions. At least I think so. Interesting. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess thinking about Bricklink,
Yeah.
you can set it up to add all of any set to your wanted list.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I never do it because I don't have any reason to actually do it that way. But yeah, I guess it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That'd
kind of
be
a
fun.
weird little hidden function there. So, what do you do for part storage? Are you a bucket guy?
Pretty much right now, yeah.
Yeah.
So right now I'm kind of going through this. So this is like a lot of just random parts. I bought some storage containers that I'm gonna start going through. I did start pulling some things out and like putting slopes, all the different slopes together. So throwing all different colors of slopes into one box. And yeah, it's just, it just like I didn't think about it for the longest time. And now it's coming back to haunt me.
Yep.
So I have all these little boxes of parts all over the place. And it's just time now that I gotta do something about it. So
Yeah. Well, you
yeah.
might discover some goodies as you're going through.
Yeah. It's especially with those two boxes that my nephew gave me. Like I know there's Lord of the Rings sets in there. And
Ooh.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm dreading it because I know that like I found part of the minifigures, but I know what sets are in there. I know that there's a ship in there. So I have to try to find all the parts of all the ship now. And I'm like, I hope I didn't use some of those pieces already.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Maybe you'll get lucky and there'll be a certain dragon in there.
uh I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I found part of one of those.
Hmm.
It was a year or two ago. I
Yeah,
was thrilled
I can
because
imagine.
I saw a wing
Okay.
and I knew right away what it was
Yeah,
because it's the only thing even remotely like that.
really.
I found a wing, the tail,
Mhm.
and I think it was like the bottom jaw, and that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Insanely expensive to part together. So
Really?
I just sold what I found. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 75, $80 for like the
Oh,
four or
really?
five pieces.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
crazy money.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Lego should do us all a favor,
Yeah.
re-release that soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I found most of a Rancor. Uh,
Nice.
I'm missing an arm.
Okay.
So, um, so I'm like, I go to my nephew. I'm like, you have another box of Lego, don't you? And he's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, no, I know you do. I'm like, bring it up next time.
Yeah,
Like, I'm like,
that would be great.
I need to find the rest of the pieces. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, I would love that too because I don't even really collect Star Wars stuff. You
okay,
know,
yeah,
you have to have a couple, I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah,
But man, the Rancor is awesome.
yeah, yeah. The Rancor is pretty cool, and I'm just surprised they haven't come out again with another Rancor.
Yeah,
Like, what's taking them so long? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it was a pretty long time
yeah,
between sail barges and Jabba, right?
mm-hmm,
So
yep,
can't give up hope yet, I suppose.
no, no,
Yeah,
hopefully not.
the Ewok village will happen again someday too.
I hope
So
more later than what people are thinking. because I know Sean wants a new one like next year, and I'm like,
Yep.
let's wait, because I just bought that.
Oh,
I went
okay.
I went to an estate sale, and it was there, and I'm like, I gotta buy it. And so I mean, it was $600. So I was like, did you see that? My light just flicked
Yeah.
flickered. There we go. um, yeah, it was $600, and I'm like, okay, you know what? That's not bad. It's sealed. I'll take it. I'll buy it. It was a you know, white whale,
Yep.
and then the next week, yeah, they're gonna come out with a Ewok Village. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I actually thought that's what was going to happen because
Yeah,
you, one MBS sec got retired. You figured another one was coming.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden it was the Death Star.
yeah,
If that's real, but I'm assuming it is at this point.
yeah.
And so I guess you can scratch the village, but
Hmm.
$1,000 Death
Uh,
Star.
that's crazy.
Like, I don't know if I love the idea or hate it. Either way, I'm not buying it.
Yeah,
What am I going to do with it? The kids will turn it into a volleyball. But
yeah.
$1,000 is nuts.
It is.
Yeah,
It's more than my mortgage.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
you know, it's not. Yeah, my wife would. I would be living in my truck.
Yeah.
You know, it,
I
it's.
guess that's one of those things that they can make it, and they don't need to make a lot.
Mhm.
Every store gets like five,
Sure,
right?
if that.
And
Yeah,
then it just is what it is, and they get the clout of having the first
yeah,
set of that magnitude.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's press, so they get the publicity from every magazine writing about this, the $1,000.
yeah.
Sounds like it's a profitable ad campaign.
It. I'm sure it's going to be. Yeah. I mean, hopefully it'll be on shelves for a few years, and not
Yeah,
like, you know, one and, you know, take it off. But I mean, I would think that it would be there for like 3 or 4 years before
yeah.
they do something, before they do the next $1,000 set or something. Oh, I can't imagine.
What else could justify that price point?
I I don't know. I mean, I don't think that there's anything really in the uh, the whole entire universe, the Star Wars universe, that could justify something like that, unless you go huge with a Star Destroyer or something. You know,
Yeah, I don't know
like,
how they could get bigger.
yeah, I don't
Like the
know.
last one was huge.
Yeah,
I mean, even the Venator is really big.
is it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I
I-
mean,
They can't go bigger with the Falcon. I mean, and that set
yeah,
is nearly perfect as is.
is
So
it?
if that never retires,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think anybody cares if it ever retires.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't.
I don't think so. I think it's that good of a set that they're gonna buy it no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people are just hoping for that one day, someday when they can actually afford it. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's a big ticket item. It's not for everybody. It's not
Yeah.
for me.
No. But at 4 times VIP points, maybe.
Yeah. Well, the crazy part is, it's like, oh, well, I can't buy $1,000 Death Star. Now,
Yeah.
excuse me as I go buy 10 $100 sets.
Yeah. Yep.
It, and I bet the $1,000 Death Star takes as long to build as the 10 $100 sets.
Probably.
So
Probably. Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
It
that's a
it
weird line.
it would just really depend on like the minifigures. Like, it's got to be like the rarest of minifigures.
Yeah,
You know, something we've never seen before has got to be there.
yeah.
So,
I'm not good enough with Star Wars lore or whatever
mhm.
to know what would be appropriate for that.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying, like, I was saying to J Bob and them, and that like a Force Ghost Obi-Wan, um, would definitely be one of the, like, the bigger draws to it. So I don't know. I don't know if they would do Anakin Skywalker as a Force Ghost, but it
Yeah.
depends on just which Death Star they made. If it's going to be episode 4 or episode 6.
And people have talked about having it be convertible.
Hmm.
So whether it's complete or not, or opening.
Yeah,
So it's a play set or it's a display set.
yeah,
I just want to
I
see it.
yeah. Just like I was picturing the Death Star that you can open up, and it has buildable dioramas that you can slide in and out of it.
Okay.
So that's what I would really like enjoy, but I don't know. I mean, I just think that they're going to put different scenes again in it. But if you could take
Yeah.
if you could take part of it out and just put it on the ground, and if your kid wants to play with it instead of shoving their fist right into it and, destroying the thing. That's what my daughter did with the Disney castle.
Ooh,
She
ouch.
instead of coming around the back, she just put her hand right through the gate.
Ouch. Oh no.
Yep. Yeah. Structural integrity was not.
Whoops.
Yeah. It's good
Yeah.
times. I
Well,
love I
it,
love rebuilding.
yeah. Well, it's a toy, right?
Yeah, it's a toy. It's meant to be
No
played
toy
with.
should yeah, no toy should have that price tag.
No,
That shouldn't be a thing.
no, no.
Yeah.
Except for the Transformers that you can talk to.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The is it June that we're getting the next Transformer?
I believe so.
Okay.
Soundwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's June. I still got to get Bumblebee. As much as I've heard people don't like it, they're saying that it's the worst design. It's I think people said that the transformation is kind of bad, but I'm only going to leave it in robot form. So it's like as long as I build it and it's in robot form and it can stand, then I'm happy.
That was one of Sean's top sets of last year. He loved that thing.
Was it really?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I don't have it,
Yeah,
just I've seen it on display a few
sure.
times. I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
And I don't know why anyone would complain about the scale because
Uh,
it makes sense for it to be smaller.
yes. Yep.
And they made it cheaper to make that
Yeah.
appropriate too.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought they did a good job. I hope they keep going with the theme.
Yeah. I think
Well,
they will.
not necessarily a theme, but the line,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. The line. I just wish that they would put maybe one more out a year because there's just so many of them.
Yeah.
Maybe they could do like how they used to do for the for like the planes. When they originally packaged them, they came in a 3-pack. Ha-
That'd be cool.
have the 3 planes together. Um, yeah.
I want what was his name? Was it Grimlock? Was the dinosaur?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be cool because then you
That
get a
would be cool.
dinosaur and you get a transformer out of the deal.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm all for
And
that.
chrome and gold pieces.
Yes. Yeah.
they
Yeah,
would
that's a
they would
great thing.
have to make them. They would have to make them chrome and gold. That
Yeah.
yeah.
That would
No
get
cheaping out
expensive.
on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. They would probably ruin that.
Yeah,
Actually,
they
now that you
yeah
say
they
it,
would.
it's like just take your budget that you put to the Mona Larry and just put
Yeah,
it into a
yeah,
transformer.
yeah,
It'll be good.
yeah. And there's just so many that they can come out with that, and if it's possible, like could they make like the combiners and stuff? Like the combiners would be amazing if they could figure out how to do that.
Yeah, they should really test their limits. I would love.
Yeah,
I know that the designers would be on board for attempting that.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what the success level would be, but
hmm
some of those guys are just like super Lego nerds,
yeah,
and they're just really good at what they do. Let them
yeah,
play, you know?
yeah, yeah. Get the technic. I think yeah, you probably would definitely have to have some kind of technic involved in
Yeah,
it, but yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that would be sweet.
I don't understand the hate for Technic. Now, mind you, I don't like Technic sets per se.
Mhm.
They just don't interest me. But the hate for like Technic building, there's
Yeah,
Technic building in everything.
everything. Yep.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
your Star Wars. Star Wars has technic building.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't
just
make anything structurally sound without that.
exactly.
It's
Yep. Yep.
yeah. Drop a set without Technic pieces in it and see how it survives. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm not sure why people like dislike it. I mean, I think it might be just the fact that because you can't build it as fast and you have to actually pay attention to what you're building. So
Yeah.
it's you know,
Yeah. I mean, the pins get a little annoying. I can
they do.
understand that. I struggle
hmm
with those trying to get them in, but
Yep. But
yeah, it's worth it.
I'd rather have something that didn't fall apart than something that, you touch it and it just
Yeah. Yeah. I had to disassemble the helicarrier. Was it
oh,
last year, I think it was.
okay.
That was murder trying to get that thing
Really?
apart. It was locked together so well that
Oh,
I was tempted to just jump on it to see if it would come apart. Those pins were hard. Bending the
yeah.
brick separators.
Oh
Uh,
gosh.
I wish I
Think that
wanted the build.
yeah, I think the AT-AT had it with the Technic parts formed where you couldn't take it apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Well, I mean, for $900 or whatever it was, you didn't
yeah.
want that one to come apart, right?
No. Fido.
Yeah. Really, that thing was huge.
It was giant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
that's I couldn't find a place to put it, so I was just like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah. I
happen.
mean, put it put it on the front lawn.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a reindeer for next year.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. That one didn't make any sense to me, but it also made like perfect sense
hmm
because it was big and you could fit a lot of figures in it, and it
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
man, it was great for what it was.
Yeah.
So for the people that can fit it, it's pretty awesome
Yeah.
addition to the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I,
Definitely.
no big things for me. I will stick to simple little houses and dragons.
That's cool.
The occasional boat.
Yeah.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean this year. That's right.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be an amazing set. I'm
Do you think it's real?
I do.
Yeah.
I want to believe it's real. So yeah. So I'm hoping it's real. Oh,
What do you think they'll do with it? Will they do it justice? As good as
I
the old
think
stuff?
so. I think so. I think that it's a start to get back into the Pirates of the Caribbean because they're going to be coming out with a new movie.
Yeah.
So I want to say that they're just testing the grounds to see how many people are still finding it relevant before they make that other wave of other sets for the Pirates. So
Oh, I hope it happens.
yeah,
I do. I hope the movie's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people who love pirates that have not gotten into Lego, and you know, looking to get like the Queen Anne and like all those ships just on the secondary market just cost so much that there's no way for them to pry it. So when these next waves come out, if they do the icons where they come back out with those different ships again at a better price point, then yeah, we can get those people back in on board.
Yeah,
I'm always
clean.
rooting for the new AFOLs, you know,
Yeah,
that are coming into the whole this genre, and finding these sets, and instead of saying, oh, we're getting this again, oh my gosh, we already got this,
yeah,
10 years ago we got this ship. So 10 years, so many
yeah,
people have been born and started getting into Lego, and
yeah,
you know so it's like,
yeah. And like the next generation,
mhm,
so you call it a $200 set.
yeah,
When they had the opportunity to buy it, maybe they were 12.
yeah,
They weren't old enough to have their own, it's like
yeah,
trash money, right?
yep,
It's like, oh,
yep,
disposable income, trash money,
exactly,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's like you said, let them have their turn, you know,
yeah, yeah,
and fully bring them into the hobby so they can have all the
exactly,
fun too.
yep,
You know, no gatekeeping. There's too
yeah,
much fun.
exactly. Yeah, that's what this hobby is about. I mean, it's an expensive hobby, but
Yeah,
you know, they need to have their fun too.
yeah. It's also a lonely hobby if you don't
Yes,
have other people in the community.
yes,
So
yep,
keep everybody moving.
exactly, yep.
Yeah, it's very quiet. Just click, 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 click.
It is, it is.
And then you build it, and that's
Mhm.
cool. And then you're
Yeah,
like, oh, I want to show. Oh, I'm just
yep,
sitting here by myself. Who am I going to show this
yep,
to? Everybody
yep,
else is sleeping. You know?
exactly, yep. And my wife doesn't care.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Mine does just enough to humor me,
Yeah,
and I'll take that. That's enough.
yeah.
I'll just pretend it's real, and we'll go with it.
They-
Yeah, she's awesome. She's very supportive in all of my stupidity.
hey, we that's we got to have that, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Keeps us grounded a little bit.
Yeah. You are grounded. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yep.
oh, yeah. All right.
No,
That's fine. That's why we
yeah,
don't have $1,000 Death Stars.
exactly.
All right. I had one more question for you that I
Sure.
didn't want to miss. Uh, all right. Well, I can't find it. So let's end with this.
All
You
right.
get you get one set to pick that hasn't been made.
Uh,
Just tell Lego they're gonna make
hmm.
it for you. What
Interesting.
is it?
One set that hasn't been made. Um. Hmm. I'm gonna say. Well, it. I mean, it would have to be like a Disney set. So that they haven't made yet. It would be the Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Okay.
And so the reason why is because they've done the Cinderella Castle twice.
Yep.
And they just came out with Beauty and the Beast. Well, Disneyland, it needs love. you know
Yep.
so as much as I make fun of the castle in Disneyland and the fact that you can't see it, you know there's people who love Disneyland and they need their castle represented. So that would be my number one pick for a set for a Disney lover, um to get them into you know into Lego, because Cinderella Castle, while it's beautiful, doesn't represent every single Disney lover. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. That's a very thoughtful pick. I like
thanks.
that. So
Appreciate it.
that castle's pink, right?
That castle. Well,
Well,
yes,
pink accents,
yeah,
I
pink
suppose, as
accents.
opposed to the
Yeah,
blue. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
that's cool. So then you
and
get variety from that angle too.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, they have the height restriction in California when they built it, so that's why it's so small.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it could like their buildings could only be a certain height. So
Huh.
yeah,
Interesting. I had no idea.
yeah.
Was that because of earthquakes or aircraft?
It was just an ordinance, I believe, from California lawmakers that
Oh,
yeah,
they love their laws out there.
they do, yeah. Yeah. So I mean I wish that they could go back and you know restructure it a little bit, make it a little bit wider, a little bit taller, but have the same general shape.
Yeah.
But it's
Imagine what that would cost now.
oh my gosh, it would be like billions. You
Yeah.
might as well make a new park.
Yeah. Well, at that point, it'd be $400 a person to get in.
Exactly. Yep.
Maybe they can leave it.
Here you go. Here you go.
I'm never building Lego again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that's between photography and Lego and Disney. It's like, whew, I don't have a wallet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have any free cash.
Well, you got to find a way to monetize all of that.
Yeah. It's been tough.
Yeah. Well, you said you do some photography work,
I do. Yeah.
weddings and whatnot. So you get
Yeah.
something coming from that.
A little bit of something. Yeah. It's tough. So photography, most most girls want women to do their photography. So
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, it's so even like mostly weddings and stuff. They want another woman because they feel that they're more artistic. So
Uh,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I would have just assumed that at a wedding they would also be more emotional,
yeah,
but that's something I'm not supposed to say out loud.
yeah.
So,
It is what it is.
yeah, yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So, but yeah, yeah. So what I'm also trying to do is trying to do a little bit more um, Lego photography. So try to get into that.
Yeah. See if you can get your local convention to hire you as a
Sure.
show photographer or something.
There we go.
That could be a cool gig.
Yeah.
There
Um,
must be a need for that, right?
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I mean, I can always check. I can always take a look and see what if they would be looking to hire somebody.
Yeah, I wonder how that goes. Hmm.
I don't know.
I
Probably
don't know
like
how
we'll
events
give
of
you
that
free.
scale work.
They'll be like, we'll give you free tickets to get in.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's at least something.
There you go.
You give them one picture per dollar off.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a workaround to everything, I suppose.
Yeah. There is.
All right, sir. It has
All
been
right.
fun.
Yeah.
We're
It was good times.
awesome. Well, it was great to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who popped in and hung out tonight. It's good to see you guys. And next week we have DG Bricks coming to hang out. So we're gonna have an investing
Awesome.
show.
Nice.
Yep.
That'll be
The
fun.
the last of the four horsemen of investing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
It's a pretty good crew. But,
Very cool.
all right.
Look
Thank you,
forward to it.
sir. Have a great
Hey,
night.
no problem. Yeah, you
It
too.
was great
Thanks for
hanging
having
out.
me on.